before I get into this video, thank you so much for 100 subscribers. I cannot describe how amazing that is to me. In under 2 months, 100 people have decided to subscribe to my channel. I can't even really describe how that makes me feel. I'm extremely grateful for it, so thank you everyone. Like, it does mean the world to me. And if you've not subscribed, join us, or I'll shank you with this pen. So this week's video is going to be my top 5 lockdown survival tips. As you all know, we're back in lockdown. We don't really know when it's gonna end, so I've compiled my 5 top tips to actually getting through it. Number 1, self-care is everything. Do whatever you would consider self-care, from the most basic things to brushing your teeth and doing skincare, having a shower, to putting your washing on so you have plenty of clean clothes, doing your coursework that you need to get done, clearing out your inbox of emails. All these really boring self-care things. They will really help, but they are so hard to do when you're struggling. I know that in myself. One way that I find it a little bit easier to get the motivation to do it is to pick one task for the day, and if I complete that, I find myself feeling like I've been so productive, and then I might even get a few more things done. Write things down in a list or a diary if it helps you. Anything that you would consider self-care. Tip number 2, talk to those close to you. Reach out to your friends, your family, whether you call them, FaceTime them, drop them a text. It can just be like random ramblings, or talk about the things that are bothering you. Create an open communication. If you bottle things up inside, it will just get harder, it will overwhelm you. Whereas if you talk to someone about it, it gets it all out of your head, and you've then shared that issue with someone, and they can offer advice or just support you while you work through it. So please open up to people. I will link a couple of, good resources down below as well if you're struggling at the moment. Talking to my friends has been really important to me. I know, same as everyone else, I've been feeling really lonely and isolated, but I know that my friends are just on the other end of a phone and we can talk about whatever. And actually, as soon as I've, had a call with someone, I immediately feel my energy and my kind of happiness levels shoot right back up. And last night I spoke to a friend who I hadn't had a proper chat with in probably about a year, and I can't describe how elated I felt afterwards. Number 3, look for comfort and joy in the small everyday things in your life. One of my highlights of my day is having a shower every day. It's part of the routine, and I look forward to it every day, but it's the most basic mundane thing. The other week when it snowed here, I went out and played in the snow, and I had so much fun. It was good fresh air, played with my dog. I plan a fun activity for myself. Oh, I'm gonna, play my ukulele, play a bit of keyboard later, have a wee sing-song. Like, plan these things for you to look forward to, because it gives you something to enjoy. Tip number 4, keep your space tidy. We are stuck at home, we are spending so much time in our rooms, our kitchens, our bathrooms, and I know it's really easy to let it get out of control and for a mess to just build up. But if you can clear your room, it will help you feel so much better mentally. Not only have you done something super productive, but also I always believe that your state of your room reflects kind of how your state of mind is. If you're doing really bad mentally and you're struggling with things, that will often reflect in the state of your room. So today I cleaned my room for about the first time in at least a week. And it's not totally tidy, I haven't hoovered or anything like that, I did a little bit of dusting. And it's not, it's not perfect, but it's certainly made me feel a lot better, and I feel like I've done something productive with my day. And I spend so much time in this room. I want it to be a space that I am happy and content in. If you're doing schoolwork, you want it to be somewhere you can focus. Same way as it's good to not have a messy desk, because that will distract you. Tip number 5, you might roll your eyes at this one, but tip number 5 is exercise. Be active, walk, dance, do sit-ups, go for a run, play some basketball in your garden, which I know is hard because the weather is rank. But do whatever it is that gets your blood pumping. When I was going to a lot of therapy, one of the main things therapists, or not even just therapists, teachers, my family, so many people told me that exercising is so good for your mental health, because it actually releases, I want to say, this could be wrong, but it releases dopamine, I think, in your brain. So it actually does make you feel happy, especially if you can add fresh air into that, which I'm guilty of not doing. But yeah, actually, I never believed people when they told me how much it would improve your mental health. But years later, now that I do exercise on a fairly regular basis, I can actually, you know, see the benefits of it, and now I'm looking back and going, alright, okay. And it can seem so hard when you're feeling so low to get up and do anything like that, but once you've done it, it just feels so much better. And for me, I hate running. I hate running. So my main form of exercise is, you know, I dance around my room listening to music, and I can't dance, I'm not a dancer, so it is just flapping about essentially. But afterwards I feel energized, I feel good, I do feel so much happier. Even if you can, go on a 5-minute walk. If you do it once a week, then that is just amazing. You will feel so much better for it. I have broken my toe recently, I've spoke about it, it's been a couple weeks now, it still hurts really bad. So I am taking my exercise very lightly because my toe is way more painful than one would ever think that a toe would be. But yeah, those are my top 5 tips to surviving this lockdown. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've gotten to the end of it, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Goodbye!